Welcome to Q&A Tuesday. So the topic for today is launching. How to launch a program, a workshop, a course, your services, your opt-in, your lead magnets, and how to save it if you've launched it to crickets. So the first order of business is that typically people do wait to the last second to join, to sign up, or to make a decision. So a lot of people are going to be on the fence until the very end. So you want to keep that in mind when you are launching, that the last couple of days, the last couple of hours are the most important. It also is a point at which if people are interested at that point, they know that they don't have any more time to waste, so they either decide to do it or they don't. So you want to be helping them and getting in front of them to encourage them to get off the fence. So that 48-hour window, very important. In fact, so important, you want to create some scarcity around signing up, opting in, or joining your program. So you want to maybe consider how can you create some sort of buzz or some scarcity. In fact, maybe there aren't very many spots. Maybe you're telling them how many spots are left, things like that, so that it gets people off the fence before the doors close or the cart closes or the workshop begins. So my biggest thing about any launch, any promotion, any opt-in, any service that you offer is that it is up to you to promote it, to tell people about it, and to help them and encourage them to actually take action. Because we don't know how many people have seen your post. Facebook doesn't show your post to everybody. Instagram doesn't show your post to everybody. Not everybody reads every single email that they get. So it's important to continually be getting in front of them. So when I have clients that come to me and say, well, not that many people have signed up, or I'm struggling to get clients, or I don't know, I'm disappointed with how many people signed up. I always ask, how many people did you reach out to? How many people did you get on the phone with? How many times did you post about it? How many different channels did you use? Because all of that matters. So you have to be promoting it. One of my favorite examples these days is about dessert. So I go to a restaurant and the waitress offers me dessert. Very likely, I'm always going to say yes. But not everybody says yes. And I don't say yes if I'm not interested in the dessert. So if I say no, the waitress doesn't never ask another person about dessert again. She goes to the next table and she asks if they would like dessert. She doesn't get upset that this person said no. In addition, if I come back the next day and she asks me if I want dessert, I might have a different answer. So maybe yesterday I didn't want dessert, but today I'm ready and I want dessert. If she doesn't offer me dessert, I'm gonna be upset. So offering your services multiple times does not upset anyone. You're offering them something they already want. Because if they didn't want it, they wouldn't be reading your post, they wouldn't be in your group, they wouldn't have liked your page, they wouldn't be following you on social media. They don't have to read your post. They don't have to read all of it. They don't have to read any of it. So they get to choose if they want to be looking at your posts, reading your posts, watching. So you don't need to feel like you're bothering anyone by posting about your services. You are simply offering them dessert. So it's very important that you understand that it is your job to promote, and promote. You are offering people dessert. So those who will take it, those who want it will take it, and those who don't want it won't take it. Now, what do you do though if you have been promoting it a lot, you've been posting, and you're not getting any bites, you're not getting any signups, you're not getting any calls, you're not getting any opt-ins, that's when you want to consider, how are you phrasing the situation? How are you phrasing your program, your workshop? How are you messaging it? Because this is where you want to look back and go, are there alternatives to how I can be speaking about my program, workshop, or my opt-in? Now, one of the things I talk a lot about with the ladies is that people do not buy what you think they need. They are buying what they want. So I'm working on a new training about making money, and one of the examples that I use in my new training is about how people don't buy self-love. And I know, everybody wants to sell self-love because it's so important to everything we do. I know that, and you know that. But the people that you want in your program, your workshop, or to opt in are not buying self-love. People don't buy self-love. They don't pay for that. What they buy, what they pay for is weight loss. They pay for clear skin. They pay for help with public speaking. They pay for relationship advice. They don't pay for self-love. So if you're promoting that your program is going to help them with their self-love, likely that's not going to get them to take out their wallet, because people don't buy that. But they buy a solution to their pain point. So if I am in pain because I'm fighting with my husband because I don't want to get naked in front of him, then I would pay for help to either feel better about my body, to lose weight, or to help me feel more sexual, or with relationship help. Those are things I would pay money for. So asking yourself or your clients or your audience, what would they pay anything for? That is the key. What would they pay anything for? So you want to be very conscious of how you're messaging it so that people are paying for what you're offering. Because, and for an opt-in, that's a little different, but again, it still has to be something that people are looking and would pay for. Something they can't get on Google. Something they can't get from from talking to their friend, right? It has to be something that is of such value to them that they are struggling with it and will do whatever it takes to get the result that they want. So when you are offering a sign up, a workshop, a program, whatever it is that you're offering, it has to be something that they are seriously struggling for them to take time out of their day and to give you their information and to pay you money for it. So if you're not getting any signups, any joins, you're not selling any of your program, consider, how are you messaging it? And are you talking about things that other people want, or are you talking about things that you think they need and know that they need? That's fine if that's what you guys are going to work on in your workshop or your program or in your opt-in, but that's not what they're looking for. So you don't need to tell them that that's what they're going to get, because you know that's what they're going to get. They don't know that they need that just yet. They don't know that that's the solution. So focusing on what do they want and meeting them at that spot. The other thing is, are you being vulnerable and sharing your story? This is something we talk a lot about in my webinar on, are you getting visible and vulnerable with your story? Because people connect to people. Business happens person to person. So people want to connect with you and your story and who you are, and then they want to see you as an expert who can help them fix that pain point that they are struggling with, that they would pay or join or give you their information to fix. So make sure that you too are sharing parts of your story and why you are an expert. The last part of this conversation that I wanted to talk about is, are you reaching out? It again happens person to person. So posting and sharing is not enough. If you truly want to get people to sign up, direct them to that. Tell them, hey, you really need to come to my workshop. This lead magnet or this document or this resource will really help you. You should definitely download it. Even just, I can really help you. My services can really help you. We should get on the phone. In fact, I would even go a step further and just be curious about what they are struggling with, hear their story, and find out if what they're looking for aligns with even what you're offering. So rather than selling right off the bat, you want to be curious with them, reach out, be a human, be a friend, and be invested in actually helping them. So that's where I'm going to finish at. Selling is serving. Selling is serving. So by not promoting, by not reaching out, by not sharing your story and how you can help them, you are not serving anyone. So I know that all of you in this group are here because you have businesses that want to help people. You want to help people, or you want to find ways that you can help people, which means that you want to serve. And the only way to serve is to get people into your program, into your workshop, and downloading your resources. So reach out to them and actually offer it. Sell your little heart out and don't feel bad about it, because you're offering them something you know they need and want, because you've already asked those questions. You just were curious with them and you spoke to them. So promote, 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 sell, 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 serve, serve, and serve. And if you are not getting the responses or the signups that you are looking for, then it's time to ask more questions and reach out to people, and know that at the end is usually when most people sign up. So do your big push towards the end. So hopefully this was powerful for all of you guys who are launching things, or you're disappointed with some of your launches. But we go into so much more detail about launching and programs and selling and packaging in my Leap into Ladypreneurship Business Academy. And I also go through it very, very detailed with my one-on-one clients. So if you are struggling and you feel like you're not really into the group, but you are looking for some support, I have one spot left for my one-to-one clients. So if you would like to get one-on-one support, which lately I've been seeing is not so readily available by most people, definitely I will leave a link here to book a business builder session with me, and we can see if we're a good fit. Now, Kyla, you said, love that last part. Someone just messaged me about my workshop. Woohoo! So I'm going to set up a time tomorrow with them to tell them about it and invite them and a friend to come. Amazing. Such a great idea. That's another really incredible way to get more people engaged in your workshop or your program, is to give them a referral credit, or ask them if they can share it. Ask them if there are other people who they think would be interested. Do not be shy. Don't be shy about it. This is you serving. So offering it and sharing it with their friends, they are passing it on, paying it forward, and sharing it. So that's amazing. And to finish it off, I guess, we will just talk about trusting the universe and honestly creating the vibration that the universe always has your back. You trust that it will give you everything you need to succeed, because it always does. And know that all of those people are on their way to you. If you do your part, the universe will rise up to support you and do hers. So, good vibes only. Trust that the universe has your back. Do the work, show up, and go get those clients. Go get those people to sign up. And I can't wait to speak to you guys soon. Thanks, Kyla.